Hi guys, so today we are having a look at the dual rubber wrapping mask by this brand I still can't pronounce, Scinic. I have to say, one of the things that's making me really curious is what's under this sticker that's been put on to hide something. Is it really sad that that's what I want to know? Is it a claim they're not allowed to make in the UK or something? So it says, oh, that doesn't seem like something that they shouldn't be allowed to say. So it normally says dual rubber wrapping mask, soothing two-step mask plus protective barrier care, and then underneath that little bit just says the highly concentrated ampoule base in hydrating texture makes red sore skin feel cool and soft. Don't know why they weren't allowed to put that there. So the instructions for use is after washing the face. I've had a shower, it's clean. Apply step 1 to provide nourishment to the skin, which is the ampoule here, step 1. And then open step 2, remove the film and place on the face. So step 2 is the rubber pack, which I hadn't unpeeled this now. I've got a sticky bit. So, okay, that's easier to get out than I think it should have been. Wait. Okay, so soothing ampoule. Oh, hairband. Hairband might be an idea before I make a mess. So I've been reading kind of mixed reviews of this online. Some people seem to hate it, some people seem to like it. A lot of the ones that seem to hate it seems to be that the rubber mask was a bit broken. I can imagine people picking us up in a shop and squidging at it, which would cause that. A lot of people say that the if they have texture and dryness in their skin, it's very good for that, and I am having that right now for some reason. So as you can see, there's quite a bit of redness, which could do with some soothing, and yeah, lots of texture and redness going on. So hopefully I will be soothed by this mask. So I paid $5.99 for this in Superdrug. It seems to be about $7.50 in the States. So yeah, I'm now trying to open this thing. So it looks like I should be twisting this, right? Okay. Okay. So a lot of people said this was really, really thick, and I would say they were right. Oh, yeah, I mean, it's not actually really transferring to my thumb at all. So this is going to be fun to try and get on my skin. I mean, that's like almost Vaseline textured, which is a bit strange. In fact, it's almost rubbery textured. Maybe that's the dual rubber section. No, I'm kidding. I know the duality part is the fact that it's in 2 steps. So yeah, this does feel really odd and thick. Not a texture I have ever applied to my skin before. So weird. Yeah, all I can think is Vaseline, petroleum jelly. I'm putting petroleum jelly on my face. It's weird. Especially as somebody with oily skin normally. This is utterly bizarre. But yeah, I've had bits and pieces lately of my skin feeling quite dry and rough. So maybe going through changes. I'm in my 30s, it'll happen. So the next step is meant to be in 2 pieces. I'm not sure what's going to be the best way around to put it on, but we'll see. And then I think the instructions are to keep it on for 30 minutes. 20 to 30 minutes. So yeah, let's try and get all these bits out. Oh, they are slimy and rubbery. Oh, that's quite hard to grip to pull out. Hello. Oh, and I've just put my nail through part of it. Okay. Whew. Right. So it seems to be in the number of pieces it's supposed to be in. Until I put my nail through it anyway. Try and separate these out. Okay, so I have a chin section, which is here, like this, with a mouth hole. I'm going to just pull the mouth hole out because I would quite like to breathe. And yeah, let's get this on. So it is like a hydrogel mask, like the little eye patches and lip patches, rather than, you know, maybe people were being rough and expecting it to be like rubber. So this looks like a weird Santa beard, but it looks like it's going to stay in place, so that's fine. And then for the upper bit, I'm going to, oops, I had it upside down. Again, I'm going to remove the eye holes before I put it near my face, because I want to see. So it's like Phantom of the Opera, Zorro kind of feel to this. So you can see there is little bits there where my nails have went through, but that's my bad, not the product. So yeah. So this has tea tree and aloe vera in it. I will link so that you can see the full ingredients. I'm definitely smelling the tea tree. And this definitely feels very cooling. I can imagine this would be a very nice mask to do when you were sunburned. If you had sunburn, this would probably feel awesome. So I'm going to go and chill out for half an hour, as instructed by the packet, while looking really creepy. And it is 10 to 8, so I'll be back in a bit. Right, so I've had this on for half an hour. As you can see, it's slipped a little bit, but it was quite easy to adjust. It has kind of got harder as it's went on. I guess the serum underneath is a bit more absorbed in things. So I ripped it slightly there trying to adjust it. I feel like this is bit around my nose is way too long, and actually if I took a deep breath in, that can happen, which isn't ideal. So trimming that might be an idea if you know, are trying this out. So yeah, so it's time to take it off, and we will see. The instructions after that, I believe, are to tap in any excess. So a lot of the kind of negative reviews online were that there was a lot of excess, so this will be interesting. For the record, I think this was the best way around to do this, with the put the chin bit on first, so that this is then kind of like pinning it into place almost, because I feel like this is the slidiest portion. Anyway, so taking this off, and I kept thinking when I had this on that it looks like cheese, which is a really strange coincidence, because my boss was showing me these weird Twitter videos that there's a craze now of people throwing cheese slices at their children, which I don't get, but okay, whatever. So we've definitely got a lot of residue left. Oh man, I don't think I'm going to be patting this in. I don't think any amount of patting is going to make this go in. I mean, I rubbed some down my neck and it feels pretty much absorbed. So, I don't know, I guess I'll keep patting. The redness in my skin does seem to have died down, which is quite nice, but only just like the kind of general redness. Like the individual spots are obviously still quite red, but overall I think it looks a little bit paler. Let's see how rubbing this in is going to go. Because you guys don't want like a 10-minute section of video of me just sitting patting my face trying to make this sink in. But at the same time, until it kind of sinks in, it's hard to tell what results we're looking at. So let's go down the neck area with it. No, my skin does feel incredibly refreshed. I do think I've got a nice glow going on, which is not, you know, not my normal. Usually the glow I have is the Rudolph variety with the redness. I don't think it'll be easy to see whether there's any improvement in the texture of my skin, because, you know, there's just so much excess serum going on. It's crazy. Ooh, right. I might go away for a bit and come back and then we can have a bit of a look once this is kind of dried in a little bit more. So it's just after 8:20. I'll give this another bit of time and we'll see how we're looking. Right, so this has now had another hour, near enough, to sink into my skin. I mean, really, actually, it is an hour, let's face it. It's 9:20. So this does talk about having a protective barrier care element to it. So maybe what people are not enjoying in the negative reviews is related to that. So I'm using this obviously at night time. If I had used this before wanting to do my makeup, I would probably be getting really frustrated about now, because actually my skin is only just kind of finishing absorbing that, and there is kind of areas of stickiness to it. But that being said, my skin does feel incredibly comfortable. So just kind of zooming in. Obviously the pores are still there, but it feels so much smoother, and it does feel like it's got a bit of a protective barrier over it. I cannot stress enough how comfortable my skin feels right now. I'm actually looking forward to seeing what it looks like tomorrow morning, how it feels, how makeup goes on. But the kind of rough texture that I was feeling in my skin, completely gone. So for me, I actually think this mask is amazing. It's definitely into the good buy category, as long as you are careful handling it, because otherwise it will tear. It's delicate, that's just the way it is. And you're using it at night and you're not expecting to take it off and be able to put your makeup straight on afterwards. So there's that. The people that are talking about it ripping and holding that against the product, I kind of think it's unfair, because a lot of that will be people kind of squidging it in the shop, and that's not the brand's fault, that's just people being people. So yeah, overall I'm saying that I love this mask. Anytime my skin starts to feel like kind of uncomfortable or rough, or if I get really bad sunburn again this year, I will definitely be buying another one of these masks. So that is where we're at, and if you've any questions, please leave them down below and I will get back to you, and I hope you have an awesome weekend lined up. I am waiting on a ridiculous amount of sushi turning up. That will be the start of my weekend. Right, see you guys later. Bye.